These last few days have been insane. We learned more about the Bazaar over a couple of hours than we have over the last couple of years. But that resulted in a lot of content, a lot of stuff to recover. But with some time to reflect on that and think about things, I've condensed it down to my top 5 things to take away, just in case you only have a few minutes to catch up. Now this top load list is in a somewhat ordered list. I've got to farm watch time and subscribers somehow, so bear with me. But number 5 certainly is no slouch, and it's probably the thing I'm most concerned about, having watched all of the reveal trailer and new website and everything. And that is the limited rank runs. We learnt through the website that you can earn if you manage to get 3 people to follow your referral link and join the game, which, by the way, you can follow mine, it's always in the description of all my videos. If you get 3 people to play the game through your referral link, you will get gifted 10 ranked tickets. But what does that really mean for the game? Well, that typically means, as that is a gift, that ranked tickets are something of worth. They're not necessarily free, you don't have unlimited access to them. Now, this could mean that you are limited to a certain number of free runs a day. Maybe you're limited to a certain number of runs entirely a day, and these 10 ranked tickets giving you extra time to play. What I think is most likely is that you are limited to a set number of free ranked runs a day, and if you want to do any more, you will have to pay for those. Now, why this might be the case is because through ranked play is how you unlock cosmetic chests, item bundles, whatever you want to call them. You unlock the cosmetic upgrades to the Bazaar. If you play in the casual free mode, it doesn't look like those are going to be available. So probably, I hope, or at least it is my dearest wish, that we get some number of free runs a day, just to allow people to access it if they don't have that money to spend, that capital to spend there and then. And unlock some free rewards, and then if you want a lot more, you've got to put your money where your mouth is and pay for the opportunity to win those rewards. Do I think this is going to be the only way to get cosmetics? Absolutely not. We know the Bazaar is working on a marketplace of sorts, or at least we think we are. We think we know. But for now, at least, it looks like ranked is going to be a limited based ticket system, and you'll get some for free, and others, well, you have to find other ways to get them. Now, on to some brighter news, and most of this top 5 is good, I promise. And at number 4, I just want to say how stunning the game is. Whether it be the skins, we saw the Pygmalion carrying the llama like he does in the trailer. We've seen the different number of skins you can get through the Founders Packs. The Pygmalion with a massive feather, the very auspicious, that's a word, right? Auspicious looking dually. As well as the Vanessa with the pair of smoking guns. Those all look fantastic. We've got a sneak peek at Mega Dooley, as well as a few other things. There was Guitarist of Mac on the brand asset PDF thing. Yeah, there's been a scattering of skins, and they all look quite unique and very interesting. We've obviously seen some in the past. We've got a whole bunch of videos. Go check those out. If you want more information, more intel on what some of the skins could be. I doubt they're all going to make it, but some of them definitely will. We then, of course, have things like the item effects. We saw the dam sort of, I don't know, whether it's breaking, exploding, or just drowning the enemy, and the entire screen just washes across the water. We, of course, saw the boulder smashing down, rolling over the opponent, and slightly desynced, killing them. As the animation plays out, the boulder lands, the enemy dies, and then it rolls over them. I'm sure they'll fix it. But that was also a really, really epic looking ability. And then just generally the basic items sort of swiping at the opponent, the cards flipping over, the cards merging and becoming upgraded versions. All of the card effects just seem to look really flashy and cool. To the point that some people that are new to the Bazaar, also, if that's you, welcome, hi, I'm Greg, Artificer, RTFCR, whatever you want to say, I cover loads of Bazaar stuff, subscribe, that's my bit, okay, I did it. People that are new to the Bazaar are concerned that the game looks too complex, or that there's too much going on. I promise you, it's an auto battler. You do all the strategy stuff without any effects going on, then you hit go, and then all the flashy stuff happens, so you'll be fine, I promise. And then we also have things like the Sandstorm, which look really cool. Which in general, the artwork looks fantastic. The art team they've had for the Bazaar since the beginning have been putting out some phenomenal work. It looks really, really polished and really, really good. So yeah, I'm just excited to see where they go with this and see more of the same because it looks phenomenal. Now, number 3 is a huge one for us, and that's because I didn't really think it was going to happen, and neither did a lot of our community. And that is that we're going to be having, potentially at least, the only thing we have to go on suggests this is the case, but we should potentially have 4 different heroes to play at launch. Now, that might seem strange as to why this is a positive thing, because the Bazaar has 6 heroes, right? It's got Pygmalion, Jules, Dooley, Stell, Vanessa, and Mac. Nearly forgot Mac. Sorry, Mac bros. But for the longest time, it's been sort of hinted at us through the community and through some videos that not all of those heroes will be there for launch. Some might not be even finished. Some they might be holding back to release later, so they've got a nice cadence of releasing heroes. So we were starting to wonder, okay, are we going to be getting like 3 heroes? Maybe it's just like 2 for the closed beta, then 3 for launch. Like, what does this look like? But we saw from the trailer itself that there are clearly 4 heroes that are currently unlocked, as in you should be able to click on them and click play. Now, that was just the home screen. We haven't actually seen gameplay from 4 of the heroes. We've seen gameplay from 3 of the heroes, I believe, Pygmalion, Vanessa, and Dooley. So we at least know those 3 are playable in some sense. Jules was the 4th one that was unlocked on the home screen, but we haven't seen gameplay from her perspective yet. And then, of course, Stell and Mac were locked. So, from what it looks like, we should be getting 4 heroes for the launch, which would be fantastic. And of course, this comes from me being a prospective Jules main. I look forward to playing her. I really hope that she is included in that. Again, sorry Mac bros, it looks like you guys might not be in that initial list, but maybe Mac comes soon. We've known for the longest time that Stell is this, like, you need like 300 IQ to play Stell, and you've got to manage all of the like altitude and all this other stuff. So maybe Mac will come first and then Stell would be my guess, just based on how simple the different characters are. But we'll have to see as time comes. But for now, we've got 4, and 4 is a pretty good number if you ask me. We have a closed beta date. I didn't want to tease you all. This is probably should be number 1, but I didn't want you guys to have to wait to go through the whole video just to hear the main bit of news that came from all of this. We have a closed beta date. It is October 2024. Yes, that's a month rather than a date, but it's happening this year, and it is just around the corner. For $33, you can buy yourself access and access for a friend through the Bazaar website if you want to do so. Again, click on my referral link in the description below. That would be wonderful, thank you. I know there's nothing beyond having 10 people click on it. I've plugged it in like every single video. If more than 10 people click it, I will check in with the Bazaar team and see if they can figure out exactly how many have clicked it, just to show how awesome this little community we have here is. But yeah. $33, you can get yourself access and access for a friend in October. So split it between you. I said in a previous video, maybe like if one of you pays $20, the other one pays $13. The one who paid more maybe gets the free skin, which is the Vanessa with the pair of guns and a title. And then the other one just gets the +1 account. Figure it out between yourselves, but either way, you can both get access for $33. And that leaves me with my actual number 1. So what is the only thing that could potentially beat a closed beta date, as far as I'm concerned, and for the things that I am excited by over the past 24 hours? And that is that we are finally ramping. Yes, it is something that me and my community have been looking forward to for a very, very, very long time. We have been in a bit of a content drought for the last few years. We've basically learned nothing about the Bazaar, which is why this channel's been a bit quiet. But that whole time, we have been just promising ourselves, not being promised by the Bazaar team by the way, but promising ourselves that once this is all over, we'll start to see ramping. We'll see a trailer, and then we will skyrocket with lots of other content. Now, this hasn't been officially stated by someone, but there have been rumours I hear through the grapevine, through the community itself, the official Bazaar community as well, not ours, that more content for the Bazaar should be coming on a semi-regular basis. I don't want to overpromise, because I think the way it was phrased was extremely vague, and as per that, I'm not going to tell you the exact phrasing. Just know that the trailer's out. We already predicted this to mean more content is coming. and it has been said very, very loosely that more content is coming. And what does this actually mean? Well, this might mean many things. It could just mean that they're going to be trying to do some community events and getting us involved. Maybe they ask us for try to name some NPCs they haven't got names for yet, or stuff like that. Or it could be more of a return to the Thank God It's Friday videos, if you went around back then. The devlogs, they were always released on a Friday, so we have Thank God It's Friday in the community, where they actually go through in detail and show us all the different segments of the game. You know, here are NPCs and how they function. Here are the stats and how they function. Here is this character. Here is this, like, we had a bunch of art pieces, which some may be less exciting than mechanics, but the art pieces look really, really cool, and I appreciate those videos quite a lot now. So yeah, very excited for the content ramping. As their content ramps, mine will ramp alongside it, so any content they release, you can expect me to go through with a fine-tooth comb and find absolutely every piece of information we can. And that's probably the thing I'm most excited for, is we get to go back to what we were really enjoying, about trying to learn more about the Bazaar, right? They release a video on hero stats like strength and regeneration or whatever, and we go through the video and look at everything but strength and regen and try and figure out what's going on with all the different items and what they can do, and maybe we start looking at piecing together some builds again because we start to learn more about some items. I don't know. It's going to be a crazy, crazy few months as we lead up to October, and thank you for coming along with me. If you want to be notified of all of that content, definitely do subscribe, because this is your one true source of pretty much all Bazaar content. Big Bazaar content creator here. So yeah, I look forward to seeing you in those future videos. Ciao.